Hola, hola, hola. Can you all hear me? Can you all hear me? I think there's a small delay. Can you all hear me? Okay, so alrighty. I was checking in on my little chat device. How is everybody doing? Yes. Look at that. So I'm glad that you guys can hear me because last week I had a little technical difficulty. It was kind of funny, but it wasn't. But for like the first 9 minutes, nobody could hear me. And then, I figured out my life, I guess. So, how is everybody doing this evening? Huh? Hopefully, everybody is having an awesome evening and everyone, settling into their week. Now I'm finally settling into mine. So, I am going to start off by saying hello and chaotic crafting with V is in the audience. Thank you for coming. Olivia, hey, how you doing? Robin loves reading and all the things. Deb, Deb's in the house. And Jennifer, hi, Diamond Queen, how are you? So everyone's doing fabulously. That is great. I have been coming back around this week, I know that I've been sharing with you guys what's going on with my brother. So this week, definitely have seen a little bit of good news. I'll say a lot of good news. He still has some issues. Um, so his diabetes has definitely come down dramatically. He was well over 458. He's down under 130. Still some ways to go, but the battle is being won. So cholesterol, A1C, all of that is looking amazing, and the doctor is very, very impressed. So it's March, and this all started in January. So for us, it's great progress. For others, should be coming down. This happened in January. So what I will say is, um, he definitely did some damage to his heart, and so they are concerned, and they wanted him to get set up for a stress test and things. Um, So I'm hoping, it's more, hey, we want to get this checked. We can't see, let's get this checked. Then, oh, hell's on fire, you know, there's no options. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm hoping. I'm a baby sister, so what do I say? Oh, more people are in the audience. Hey, let's see. Berta! Berta's in the house. Hi, Berta! So I'm gonna get this right one day. But for now, you're Tanana Mama. How are you? And let's see. Crash is in the house. Hey, Crash. Hey, I'm here, but I'm Claying, so maybe not in chat so much. Crashly has made such a gorgeous little pin, guys. It is for the Beautiful collab with J Rob, PP Addiction Adventures, and Lizzie with Lizzie's World of Dims. So if you guys have the opportunity to check them out, they are going to be kicking it off this Friday. They are going to run through the end of April, and it sounds like it's going to be such a fun, fantastic event. You will need a new canvas. So sadly, this one doesn't qualify, although it's a beautiful rose that would be spring in nature. It also doesn't qualify because they want your canvas to be a minimum of 30 by 40. That's a 30 by 30 that I'm working on, so it would not qualify. But it is a lovely canvas. I've been working on it off and on for a couple of months. Right now I'm back in clay mode. Just that's why my sister's not in the audience. She's cleaning because when you get these ideas in your head, and then you get all your ideas out, all of the ideas that you could possibly have in the world, and they just kind of flush out, So I understand that. Then I move on to a different craft. I'm cross stitching. I'm having a good time right now. And then also, on top of cross stitching, I'm playing with clay and diamond painting, little bit of crochet, not a lot of bit, just a little bit. I did pull my yarn out the other day, and I was just kind of looking at it. And I think it's because of the retreat, and we all went to the retreat meetup this past weekend. Whenever you go to a meetup, you're excited, you're renewed, you can't wait, you're like, yes, going to the retreat. So you start going through your things. We're crafters, we got crafting supplies galore because we want to get there and we want to show our stuff off, right? Because that's what it's all about. We want to show our stuff off. We want to get all the items we can get, want to have fun with it, want to play with it, but we also want the opportunity to show our stuff off. Nobody goes to these things and just kind of sits. We all get to know each other and we go, ooh. So you guys all are crafters. I'm sure you guys will all agree. uh, just checking out the chat. That's all. Let me see. Okay, not missed much. Okay, whew, y'all are a rough crowd. So what's everybody working on? What you working on? I'm gonna show you guys what I worked on because it's shameless plug time. Shameless plug time. I don't know if you guys can see the lighting in here sucks, but these are my St. Patrick's Day. Yep, St. Patrick's Day. St. Patrick's Day. Be on the lookout for St. Patrick's Day. They're cute. They're fun. Novelty items. I like them. I like them a lot. They're comfortable and they keep me from having to use one of the little pink pins. So that's what matters. That's what ends up mattering. You don't want to use the pink pins. Let's see. I would be the one in the corner by myself. Robin says, I'm editing, but working on Taylor's oldest time stitch along as well. And Olivia's working on Lola's Dream from Diamond Art Club. Thank you, Deb. They are, aren't they? Awesome, awesome. So, Lola's Dream, are you doing any type of customization with her? I have Lola's Dream, gorgeous painting. Reminds me of my daughter, and I have plans to kind of customize a little bit more. But lilac is definitely my daughter's favorite color, so I could not resist when I saw it. The hardest part will probably be handing it over to her, when it's done. When it's all done. When it's all done. All right. So what have you guys been, we're coming out of the pandemic, right? Everybody's talking about re-emergence and things like that, making sure you have your fourth booster, So what is everybody doing now that we're re-emerging? We're trying to transition away from what the norm has been for the last almost 2 years. Well, it has been 2 years now. Um, so what are you guys doing? Do you guys have routines in place to where you're going to be outdoors more? Did this allow you the opportunity to finish your? I know a lot of people took this time to really, really figure a way to do the things and the passions that they appreciate and love the most in life. That's the one thing that I have learned over the last year and a half, 2 years, that most people, especially in a lot of these YouTube channels that I mean, not YouTube, Facebook rooms that I belong to, that is like an overall theme, that they're so proud that they took these last few years to, work on that antique project that they had out in the backyard or in the garage or the driveway. Start that craft that they've already always wanted to start. Um, I was watching TV the other day. Someone said when the pandemic first started, they had to visit their grandmother or their parent. It was their kid's grandparent. They had to visit them, and they would sit picnic tables out back, keeping them at least 6 feet apart, and they would put up barriers between the picnic tables, and they would go and they would only do things outdoors. And if you think back to those days, those early days where we didn't know what we didn't know and things like that, you hear those kind of stories all the time, you know. So now, it's 2022 and we're re-emerging. And I want to know, do you guys have new routines that you've developed? What do you do when it comes to seeing family? Have you fallen back into your old routines? Or, this week, all that my brother is going through, this week, Monday, was the first time that we were allowed to be able to just kind of go back with him when he's talking to the doctor. We weren't able to go back, and so we would have questions, and it would really be, based on whatever he could remember to say, which wasn't a lot, because a lot of times he was loopy and dizzy and he looked like his head was bobbing. So this week, March 2022, after the shutdown, was the first time that we were able to go back. So I think, that's a lot. Me go back and check chat. I see it's moving. It's moving. You guys are chatting to me. Oh. So Olivia is going to use AB Sparklers on her Lola Dream. And Berta's working on Virgo by J Wall. Aw. And Chaotic Crafting with V just finished the diamond painting. So you might switch to your butterfly temperature cross stitch and catch up. Where are you at? So you guys are about where I was at last year when I gave up on the crochet temperature blanket. It was March. I had a lot going on last year, but I will say I I did end up. I would pull it out and look at it and be like, did I really be doing this? It's so much clay to be played with. I want to play with clay. So I would end up, looking at it. I would hold my needle, be a little funny and things. And I'd be like, okay, I think I did enough for today. It could be 2 stitches, but I felt like that was enough for today. So kudos to you for putting in some time to get that done. Or Olivia says she's going to post her Lola Dream when she's finished. Robin says, whoa, go back to church in person as of April 1st. I heard that the hall will be opening doors. If you want to go, go. If you don't, you still have the ability to go online, I think. So good, good, good. Deborah says, in the summer, I'll be on my porch to get out of the house. I still wear a mask when out somewhere. Yeah, we have still been doing that as well. It's a daily threat. So every day we go, we had our mask mandate removed February 14th, so about a month ago. When our mask mandate was removed, it was like it wasn't removed, because all businesses are still now requiring not only their employees, but they have the right to say, no shirt, no shoes, no mask, no service. So a lot of the businesses still have those signs, that are posted, with how they handle, um, service and how they provide service and things. So then they'll say, maybe they're right because we see an uptick here or something like that. So it's kind of crazy, it really is. But I wonder, with that being said, they're talking about the fourth booster and things. Does it make people feel like, okay, done with the mask, ready to return to 2019? Or, is, is this just your way forward? Going to make sure that I'm protected, and I'm probably not going to be as outdoorsy as I used to be. What do you guys say about that? Crafting Journey, what's up, honey? How are you? Uh, and sis says, that's like a serious conversation I have with myself on a daily. Ooh, diamond painting. But I want to clay all the time. All the time I have it. Right now, my heart is torn between cross stitch and clay. Clay is winning. Just, I don't know, just a month ago was diamond painting because I was up to my eyeballs. I was up to my eyeballs. I don't like this doggone wax at all. Definitely was up to my eyeballs in cross stitch at that point. I have been doing a ton of like fractionals. I'm sure you guys are tired of hearing me talk about it, but yeah, that was about a month ago. So I was diamond painting. I was diamond painting a lot more than I was playing clay. Now it's back to clay. It's clay, 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 clay. Robin says, exactly right, Tia. You just impressed me. Oh, thank you. That's beautiful. Crafting Journey says, hi, Sue. Hi, Sue. How are you? Oh, I want to get in on the love. Sue, bring me in on the love. Chantel, how are you? Man, picking my big sis head is like one of my favorite things to do when it comes to claying. With our two heads together, could probably cure the Rona with clay. I there was a good moment today, though. Great moment. I can't wait to see what you do. What had happened? Sorry. Sue says I will do a replay. Rebecca, it's supposed to be. Oh, there it is. It says Tia. You're doing good. Great, great. So yeah. So this year, the re-emergence for me is really going to be about, like I said at the beginning of the show. I'm just jumping on that now. So the re-emergence for me really is, y'all, I'm down a few pounds, just a couple, 2-3 pounds, it's probably inches because it's got me feeling really, hotness, sexy mama ish. The girl feeling sexy, good, good in the neighborhood. Woohoo! Yeah. So I, I definitely feel like I've lost a few inches. I don't know. What do you guys think? When you come down a couple of pounds, do you find yourself, feeling fly, fly? I didn't tell you, Tia, but I was like so dang proud, happy when you gave me advice about my client. Oh, no worries. I think, when we get to practicing and playing, I've tested a lot of stuff. And you do a lot of things that I just don't ever, it wasn't fun afterwards. You know how you have your tongue dangling out the side of your mouth and you're thinking, and people know you're thinking because the smoke's coming out your ears and your one eyeball is curling and rolling up, and next thing you know, you got lines forming around your eyes and your drool coming down. That's what it was like, like just finish this part right here. Don't waste the clay. So I said, I'm not going to waste the clay, but I'm not going to do some of this stuff again. Here we need a karaoke lesson with Jean and Mom. That would be fun. A karaoke lesson. We can come out and we can sing. What would I sing? Oh, I know what I would sing. One of my favorite songs. I would sing, I Want You Back. Uh-huh, uh-huh. Y'all just saw me take that wax out and then not put anything in. You guys didn't stop me. What's going on? Yeah, we could sing that. We sing Michael Jackson, the Jackson Fives, and then we can follow it up with Cher. Can you guys tell what era I used to listen to a ton of music? Oh man. Well, Cher is still happening now, so I won't feel so bad. You know, she still has more of a budding career. Who would have thought back then the Jackson Fives was not going to be as popular as Cher? I certainly wouldn't have. Oh, Tima says, howdy, folks. Tima! Rebecca says, yeah, we need to karaoke. Oh, you know what? We would sing Dancing Queen, only 17. We had fun. You should have seen the look on Rebecca's face when I was like, let's do we was trying to go to a nightclub. Oh, and Rebecca's face was like, what? Go without me. Neither one of us know this part of town. How we gonna get to a club? We'd be dead, hanging from some telephone wires the next day. So we decided to stay in and do karaoke. And we had even more fun. Can you imagine us at a club? Would have been so much fun. I would have had to take my camera. It would have been on the whole time. They would have been like, is this TMZ? Nope. This is WKBC, the news. Three old broads in a bar. Oh, dibs on Total Eclipse of the Heart. Me from Dreamer Designs? Yes, this is from Dreamer Designs. Do you like it? Yeah, we talked about it a little bit earlier. You know, I was pulling out some of the projects that I just felt like diamond painting. So I was like, I'm going to pull out some of the projects that I haven't completed. I started this in December, I think. And I worked on it. As you can see, I got about halfway through, maybe just a hair over. And then I moved on to another painting. Pretty much that's that's where I'm at. Somebody told me about 2 or 3 years ago, they were like, don't ever start having multiple projects, right? And I was like, oh, why not? Isn't it the same thing? Like if you want to diamond paint, then you'll sit down. And I think the explanation is because it just gives you the thrill of going on. You never get that thrill of completion. So I think that's the best way to describe it. Um, Oh, everyone saying hi to Tima and Crash says exactly. Like our styles are so different, and the love we have for each other and encouragement. It's the best thing ever. Sure is. Cause I love you. And Tima says, I love my antique rose pen. Oh, that one is my daughter said that's the best one you ever made, Mom. I was like, for real? She was like, yeah. I think it's just a good choice in the clay, the consistency. Sometimes the clay be so doggone soft. And y'all know Tia lives out here in the Mojave Desert. Please take that into consideration. Um, because I have to learn sometimes every piece of clay, every brand, you know. And it's difficult when you have weather like today. It's so hot today. And I looked at the thing, it was like 80. I'm like, that's all. What is? It felt like it was 100. So, yeah, thank you. I love the antique rose also. Let's see. Hi, y'all. Hi, Debs313 Crabs. How are you? And dibs on total eclipse of the heart. I know I said that before, but I wanted to go back and make sure I didn't miss any. Hey, Tia Lindsay, how are you? And the hubby and little mama, how y'all doing? It looks like the one from DAC. I have that one also. um, I, it's hard to describe, but the one from DAC, in my opinion, looks more photo, like real, and this one looks more like watercolor. If that helps with the difference. Um, Jean, hi Jean, how are you? What's going on? Have you finished a pic? You know, your sister asked me that once a month, maybe once every 3 weeks. I am pleading the fifth on that. Clara, how are you? Billy's here. What's up, Billy? I miss you so much. I know you're tired of me saying that, though. Lindsay says it was 70 here today and snowed a few days ago. The funny thing is, as hot as I told you guys that I am, there's snow on our mountains. Our mountains are snow capped. It's still snowing up there. So, I won't be going up. Well, I don't know if there's anywhere that I could stay. Our long time lodge burnt down. It's been about 3 weeks, and don't know what happened. Obviously, they're gonna check to see if there was like an electrical or what. But they lost everything. So if you get the opportunity to look up Lake Charleston Lodge, um, or Mount Charleston Lodge, I said Lake. Sorry about that. Yeah, and so that's usually where we would go. Get us a nice little, special on a log cabin room. The great place to take the kids, so they can see snow and understand snow, especially my daughter. I think my son sometimes remembers, snow from when he was little before we moved out here. So, yeah. All righty. And Billy's saying hi to everyone. Yeah, it was 65 here today. Wow. No fair. No fair. How you gonna get good weather out there when we get our good weather here? And then last week we was in contention. When you had cold weather, we had some cold weather. That's not right. They just tripping on us. They is tripping. So what did everybody cook this evening? Anybody made anything great? Do the meals change now? I noticed that the grocery bill is going up and things. Gas is definitely up. Give us a round of applause to Billy. Billy totes the gas. Yay! You done a fantastic job, and I feel like each and every one of us is lining Billy's pocket with the price of gas. They are just going straight. They're going straight to us. Well, somebody's got to tote the gas. You guys might as well pay this extra $5.72 more per gallon so that we could pay Billy. Yes. Chicken and dumplings. That sounds good. 70 there. We're in South Carolina. Cold meatloaf sandwich. What did I have? I had pretty much a hot one. I just had a taste for beef, so and we had green beans. Yeah, because green beans are my favorite. Billy says work has really slowed down. Yeah, because the price of gas has gone up. So a lot of people are rethinking, do I really need? Most of the people that's keeping things going for you, the van lifers. But they parked alongside the highway right now because they like, I can't do it. I'm not going not one more inch. So the van lifer's not even helping you out. Tell them, don't you want to get home? You want to get home, don't you? Oh, But yeah, it's hard to diet and feel sexy and attractive in this temperature. And the reason is because noodles, rice, those are really cost effective, right? So it's not hard to make a casserole with rice, potatoes, all the things. A moment on your hips, a lifetime a moment on your lips and a lifetime on your hips. We trying, but we home. And so we make those comfort foods. Yeah. The kids are home with you. You buying quick food because who wants to be standing up all day still slaving over a hot stove, and they still trying to work and still trying to pay bills, in this climate and things. So how do you do it? How do you drop weight? How do you feel sexy in this climate? That's the real. And Sue says it's $3.89 a gallon in Southern Kentucky. Wow. Next, did you get my package? Oh, how are you? It should be there maybe today or tomorrow. Should have been there, but I know I was a little late. Sending everybody that should have gotten their package by last Friday should have it by this Friday. Next, that's Mickey. That's was Rebecca. I think Rebecca. It just went down to 418 here in Flint. I haven't checked ours, but we paid 489 on Sunday. Okay, I'm sure it was 489 here. That's a lot. It's a lot. I don't know. The other thing, what's going on with milk? I'm just saying, like, did the people that go out to the barn and milk the cow, did they go on strike? I paid $4.99 for a gallon of milk, and you guys know I'm addicted to milk. I broke the addiction once, and I should have never gone back on it because I can't break it. I don't know how. Yes, I am that child who loved milk all the time, and then when they got older and had to buy the milk themselves. It's like, what? Y'all pay this how much y'all buying? I could drink a gallon of milk a day. But I was real small back then too, because that's all that I needed. I would have 2 cups of milk for breakfast. Bye. See you later. Be gone all day. Have me some milk for lunch. Have me a milk and a granola bar, after school for my after school activities, and then come home and I would have something small though. I was so tiny, but I drank milk all the time. My mother was like, "Yeah." Ah. I, I remember one time my dad, he went on vacation with his friends. And I remember I called him because while he was gone, the housekeeper, she never went and got the milk. So we don't have any milk. And she's gone. And my dad was telling my aunt to come over while he was gone. So need my aunt because I tell her something. She'd be like, oh, you don't need that. You'll be all right. She didn't understand. So I had to call my dad on vacation. Have you ever called a parent on vacation and, told them what you need? They got to put down the martial law. They got to help you, make sense out of what's going on, right? So I called my dad. And I guess now as an adult, I feel bad. But I didn't at the time. I probably was 14, 15-ish, somewhere around there. My dad had a timeshare, and the timeshare was down in Aruba. How am I supposed to know that they're going to charge you a $85 surcharge, just to connect from the States to Aruba? It's like 1984 or something. So what am I supposed to do? I needed him to talk to his sister and get this milk. I'm just saying. But I didn't know, and that surcharge and then talking per minute. I just remember he was saying something, and I was like, well, I can't hear you. You need to hang up and call us back because this is an emergency. So, of course, because he didn't know, he hung up and he called back. But that's what you do, right? Your kid calls you on vacation. It sounds important. So you hang up, right? And you call back. How was I to know? Just saying, how was I to know there's another connection surcharge? Oh. And I think there was some kind of anger, over milk and, what in the what and bleep bleep and blam and blam bling and bling things was I doing calling to get some milk. We don't have any. What am I supposed to do? I'm just going to pose this question in the chat. We out of milk, and he has the power to allow me to get the milk. What is a girl to do? I'm just wondering. Looky. So I'm going to go back while everybody's responding, and let's see what everyone's making for dinner. Sue says grilled steak and asparagus. Yay! Nick says, oh my gosh, chicken and dumplings sounds so delicious. Well, you know what she's going to be having in the next couple of days. Denise. Hi, Denise. Denise Brazil. Rib tips, baked chicken. Oh, wow. Purple whole peas. That sounds like an awesome meal. Wow. Oh my goodness. Billy is buying diamond paints for everyone with all his extra gas money. Oh, yeah. There we go. Crashly just put you on blast. I can't wait. I wonder what I'm getting. Oh, we need to buy our own cows. That's a good idea. Lindsay says the supply chain issues, feed for cows has gone up. Okay, those are good reasons then. I guess I can see that. Olivia says, I drink almond milk. Regular milk is nasty. So I buy almond milk because my kids drink it. That means that the gallon is all mine. It's all mine. To myself. I take almond milk. It was almond milk. It just, it wasn't a substitute because I've never desired almonds in my milk before. But that's what it's like to me. Or Leah says fresh milk tastes better than pasteurized store milk. Milk, as long as it's not goat or buttermilk. My dad loved both. He loved both. Who drinks butter out the carton? It tastes spoiled. But my dad loved both. He would drink them out the carton because nobody's going behind him, for one. And two, I don't know if nobody else would be drinking milk out the carton. Yeah. But he did. So, let's see. Just plain milk? No strawberry powder stuff or nothing? Crashly. Yes. Just plain milk. It's a bad addiction, and it's been all my life, unfortunately. And yes, I did call my dad down in Aruba to ask him to have my aunt buy milk because Miss Virginia, that was our housekeeper, she went to the store, spent all the money he left to buy the stuff while he was gone, and come home and didn't buy any milk. So my aunt, she was taking over the next shift, and I wanted her to get some milk because she did the same thing. Well, we just don't have any milk. Um, so yeah, just a moment maybe that I had. Jean says, I drink almond milk too. Oh, wow. That's amazing. Olivia says, shepherd's pie is next. Love shepherd's pie. That's an awesome recipe as well. And Jean says she's never had fresh milk. Oh, wow. Okay, I have. But you got to know somebody who has a farm in order to have it. And I think you have to drink it, rather quickly after it's been after the cow's been milked. My kids never drank milk. I used to breastfeed them. I did the same, but they grow up. Can't breastfeed no 12-year-old. Just saying. Everything that was needed for you all's meals should have been left there. Fridge and cupboard should have been full. Well, I agree. And that's why he got called. Thank you, Denise. I appreciate you coming in on my side. Guys, see how that works? That was real easy. Denise, are you in the States? Because I love that. Gene, they're 30 and 33 now. Yeah. How old were they when they came off of the newbie boob, the booby noob? I quit breastfeeding my son at, I think he was 8 months or something like that. My daughter, she would still be going now. If I just had to give up. Girl, if you don't leave mama alone. My daughter was serious. She was serious. That's my diamond pen. It keeps hitting the phone. As I come around here to this outside. Yeah, my daughter wasn't playing at all. She wasn't trying to give up. Fresh milk good. Milk is nasty. 2 years old. Not bad. My daughter eventually, I think she was old enough to walk and talk on people. She just would not give up the breast milk. I remember I took a cup. I had pumped some to go in the freezer, and I took a cup and poured some into the cup. And I was like, I just want to see what it tastes like. Girl, no wonder she's never going to give me up. Um, Breast milk, for anybody who's ever wondered, has a sweet taste to it. I don't know why. I'm gonna give you just, you ever drank or had cereal and there was a little bit of milk left maybe in the bowl and you pick your spoon up and you drink. That was what it tastes like to me. Cereal milk, like it's sweet. And I was like, oh my God, you're never gonna give me up. Oh my God, I'm gonna have forearms for life. Oh, so she made me mad one day. She embarrassed me. I know you guys have heard this story before. She embarrassed the hell out of me. We were at the doctor's office. She was 3, and she was getting some sort of shot or something. And she come up to me and she said, "Mommy, I want a ninny." That's what she called the boobies, ninnies. I want the nanny. I was like, no, here. Now at this point, I will, prepare both, and then she might attack me at night. So I'm trying. She would attack me at night, and there are times where she just didn't want the bottle. She's like a vampire. She wants it straight from the vein. So I am at the doctor's office, and she snatches me up and she says, I want the nanny now in the doctor's office. And I was so embarrassed. I snatched, how you snatch your clothing or something. I snatched back, was like, let's go. I was about to leave the office and they called her name. So the doctor, hey, what's going on? How are you guys doing today? I'm like, I'm mad. She's trying to breastfeed from the breast. And the doctor, he was a young guy. And I say this with, little respect now. But at the time, I wanted to beat the hell out of him. But he's a doctor. He was trained, so I'm going to respect his profession. So I'm telling him what's going on. I'm telling him that it's time. I'm done, And he says, why would you do that? The nourishment from the mom is so ideal and so great at this age. I said I was giving it to her from the bottle, but this is ridiculous. And he was like, don't do that. Do you know that it is ideal to breastfeed up until the age of 5? I was like, what? Pack my shit up. Let me get up out of here. I hope y'all don't charge me for this visit. Malpractice, get me out of here. I mean, I was ready to go. I was done. You gonna tell me you breastfeed the kid up until 5? Oh, I just told you. I'm trying to stop tonight. She's 3. What do you mean? Breastfeed until 5. So that wasn't a good visit. Poor kid. Yep, she went through it that night. She sure did. You ever heard of withdrawals? Have you ever seen withdrawals on TV? My poor baby sure did. Get off me. I remembered that all night long. And every time she came near a boob, she got the same energy. I'll tell you what, I never breastfed again. I took that doggone pump and threw it. I don't even know to this day how I got picked up because I never went back and got it. Pretty sure it was the husband. Never know, sometimes they are good for something. But I sure. Hi, Nick, how are you? Linda, what's up? Cows don't do that to their calves. That's good. Breastfeed tastes like fresh milk. No preservative. I can't even imagine no kid sucking on my tatas. Them are mine. You should have told that doctor to let something with teeth stuck on his dang nipples. That was the first couple of months where I was a chew toy. But I'm just saying, she's 3. I think she was like 3 and 2 months or something. She was way too old. She was telling on people, that's what they did today. He come in and he went in there. My daddy didn't wash his hands. She was telling on people. Like, come on. If you have that mentality, you don't need to be breastfeeding from the vein. What are you doing to me? I already have big shoulders. Now you want me to have 4 arms to go with them. I have a fear. I have such a fear of getting older and having not only these big old dangly arms, but accompaniments. I don't need no accompaniments. So I'm sitting there and the doctor, he was 26, I think he told me. 26. I was so mad with that man. I mean, I was mad. The hell you gonna tell me that I can breastfeed her till she's 3? Didn't I tell you when I come till she's 5? But I went off on him. I told you when I come up in here, I was done. How you gonna not come in on my side? You picked the wrong team today. I was just going off. It's going off. Yep. Those were the Oh, Nick says we're good. Tia, oh, Linda says, oh, heck, I nursed my first for 2 years. Yeah, 2 years is a good time. I gave it some thought, and I was a champion, and we made, but I mean, 2 years. It's been 3. She walking, she talking. We used to call my daughter when she was little. We called her RR. I want somebody to type in chat and tell me what you think RR stands for. Because you probably heard this before. I bet you did. You heard me talk about it and you know what it's for. So somebody type in chat what you think the RR stood for. But we called my daughter RR. Started from the time she was able to talk, walk. This was like, oh man, wow, So when I tell you she was way too old, it means she's too old. I need you to come in here on my side and figure a way to get her off my tatas. Get off the tatas. So that's why I was upset. Not anything against young doctors, just that young doctor. Oh, oh, we have new people here. Hi. Let's see. Cheryl's here. Hi. Linda. Nick says, hi, Linda. Sorry I was working and lurking. Sue says, you guys doing okay? Been missing all of y'all. Oh, they're so sweet. Oh, Dreamer Craft Corner. She's talking to Nick. Rugrat, not really a rugrat at all. Try nursing 2 at a time. Oh, wow. That's right. That's right. You got twins. That is true. I hadn't thought about that. Might have been something a little too difficult, you know. I just felt like the way I got snatched up, it was already embarrassing. She's 3. She's handling me like, she worked for Gotti. And I'm like, girl, if you don't stop. All I could hear was, hey, you better give me some milk. That's all I heard coming from her little mouth. I want the nanny now. Like, are you serious? You gonna yell at me like this? So, at the end of the day, mommy had to put her foot down, and the baby had to suffer. That's all. It, it was. It wasn't funny, but it was funny. I felt bad, but I didn't feel bad. She whined, she cried, she fussed. I mean, her face was red, 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 red. My poor baby, but she alive. She kicking and walking, and everything is okay now. Now, now back then, yeah, she was trying to cause problems. So, needless to say, we ended up going to another doctor. This was the same doctor who said she needed to have surgery on her navel. Her navel hung out. She looked like she had a penis. And I can tell you, she thought she had one also, poor baby, because either watching dad or seeing her brother, she tried to go pee pee out of her navel one time. I was in the bathroom. I was just starting the potty train, and she's standing up, and I was like, "What are you doing?" I got a pee pee. I was like, "Sit down." And she looked confused. She looked confused, my poor baby. That's what she get for walking in and sneaking around corners all the time. But yeah, she tried to pee out of her little navel. And you said, oh. And I told her to sit down. And when the pee came out, she said, oh. And I didn't have to potty train her like I did with Justin. I really had to potty train him. Like, we gotta go back. Oh, fool, come on. And he had the bad habit of telling you right after he goes potty in his pants. I'm like, why are you telling me now? Because it's wet. So he didn't like the feeling of the, wet potty pants against him, but he wouldn't tell you in time, so he didn't have wet potty pants. I'm like, if you don't feel that, it's wet. Then why didn't you say something beforehand so it wouldn't be wet? So that's kids' logic. That's kid logic. Doing pretty good, Nick. Boys are harder to potty train. Yes, I've definitely heard that. I have. I was so frustrated with my son that dad ended up taking over, So I told him, hey, no worries. You can have this job. I'm not upset. And so I will do the next one. The next one ended up being a girl. But I didn't have no work to do with her. She know what she used to do? She's just really ridiculous. But she would go. I had those pull-ups by loves. And she would go and she would get her loves, hand it to you, sit down on the floor, and put her feet up in the air. She want to be changed. So she started walking at 7, almost 8 months. I never feel like I had a baby because she was just that advanced. She was like, people used to be like, ooh, she getting out the way for someone else. And I'm like, no, she's not. No, she's not. Nothing back there. So, how are you? Are you going to customize the rose? No, not this one. It did come with some ABs, and you'll see them right here, and that's probably why. But the other thing is, it's supposed to be a watercolor, and it's hard for me to really figure out like what style would be best to customize on watercolor painting. I like the photo ones the most. Watercolors, I don't know. It's hard to figure out which ones would be best. But that's a good question. Uh, nope, don't remember anything at all. They don't remember nothing. I I was a single mom while they were growing up, and I was trying my hardest not to, date and things. I had my shape and my little bitty self, my body and things like that back then. Um, and look what I did. I was like, you know what? I'm too cute. So what I got to do? Cause I'm too cute. I'm, gonna uglify myself. I guess, this extra 10 pounds ain't bad. Oh, this extra 10 pounds ain't so bad. Oh, this extra over here 10 pounds ain't so bad, if it keeps the men from coming this way, because I don't want to bring no men home to my babies. So, then next thing you know, I done gained a couple of extra 10 pounds, a few of them. And now they gone. Can't get the babies to come home. You coming home for spring? No, I'm not coming home for spring break. Well, where you going? Hey, you ain't coming here. So last week, which is the reason I didn't go live, um, was my daughter's birthday. And on top of it being her birthday, because she wasn't coming home this week for spring break like she supposed to be, we had to do everything last week. So every day, I'm exhausted. I was telling Billy, oh my gosh, I'm tired. My tired is tired. Um, so every day last week, we went somewhere. I got off. My daughter goes to school about 40 minutes from here, so I would get off and then drive up there. And we had a good time. We did all kinds of stuff. To the store. We went out to eat. We went to the mob museum. Yeah, that was fun. Have you guys ever been to a gun range? Some people don't mind. Some people do. Touchy subject. Just will say that you know, for me, I don't have. Oh, I'm sorry. I keep hitting. Don't have any problems with guns and going to the range and opening up and practicing and shooting and hunting and things. No issues for me. So I always would tell my kids, mommy gonna get you guys some gun safety lessons. That way you'll know. Have a little fun. Something ever happens, we're Frontierland. We're frontiering it. We're frontiersmen. They will be able to handle themselves. So, yeah, we ended up going to the range. I'm not expert marksman or anything like that, but I did have the heights on the board that day. We were doing the police simulator, and it's just a lot of fun. It was fun. No, I didn't go at the beginning of the day. That would have been the most likely next response. And then it did have this part. It was where you pick up with someone. It was like negotiation. That was kind of fun also. Here, where don't like guns, but I believe in First Amendment. Did you get it? Oh, thank you. Yep. Can be touchy subject and things like that, and I respect everybody. Someone who doesn't, believe in, I kind of respect that. but it was just about, doing some. Kids are grown now. Although, they start gun safety here at 7. And my daughter was very young, when I was getting my kids through safety and stuff. But we did have fun. We had a lot of fun going out and things. And my son is getting to the point where, he's going to be wanting to go by himself. And so I'm glad that he understands that he has basis of everything. I trust that when he goes, if he were to go with friends or something like that, he would be responsible, and it would be an educational experience and something that they can all enjoy together. Obviously, the goal at that point would be maybe go hunting and things, because that's sport for some guys, and I think that he would be awesome at that also. I don't feel that there would be, and I think it stems from just getting him that information and that education and training when he was young, when he was younger. So I do see my reflections in him, and yeah, I think that he's gonna be a fine young man. You guys know my son Justin. If you've been watching me for more than 2 years, maybe 3 years, my son started the channel with me, and then and then, and then he grew up. No, and then his hours changed at work. He became a young man, and unfortunately, my show still airs at the same time. So life went on without me, and the show went on without him. Let me go back and see. Let's see. Oh, it looks amazing from here. Loving the colors. Oh, yes, the watercolors are awesome. And Angie says, life is just beyond tough right now. Trying to hang in there, but mental and physical beyond drained. Yes, and you are definitely in my heart. I definitely understand. You have every reason to feel that way. So hugs to you, Angie's. I'll keep checking on you, girl. I read Linda's message, and will take any good luck that anyone is willing to send. Definitely in my prayers. Not in the hunting, but the range is fun. Yes, we go to the range the most. I have only been hunting once, and the blinds scared me. Making sure they were set up, they had the approval, permits and stuff were in place. That's a lot to just go play, So I'll keep it on the range. Home on the range, yeah. Where the deer and the antelope play, yeah. Padoom. Where seldom is heard a discouraging word, and the skies are not cloudy all day. Guess what, guys? I don't have over 30. I mean, over 1,000, so I don't think I'm going to get in trouble for that. But that was fun. Yeah. So, let's see. Make sure I ain't hitting the wrong here. Here we go. Yeah, so basically, that's pretty much all I've been up to. Feeling my sexy self because I'm down a little bit. A little bit, I see some changes, but I know they're not great. I'm not a little Barbie doll. A little Barbie doll. Tia, no bling. How about on the edges? Thanks, Tia, for checking on me. And I have okay. I'm gonna check back and read it. And Angie, I don't know what you're dealing with and don't have to know, but please know that I will pray for you and your husband. Oh, that's beautiful, Sue. That's beautiful. We talked a little while ago. So this one right here, first, this is a watercolor. For everybody who just came in, this is a watercolor painting. This is a Dreamer Designs. I did start this in December, worked on it for a few weeks. And then we had the blingy in the new year, and then we moved on to Love is in the Air. So I did get to just about halfway, maybe a little bit more, and I wanted to return and kind of finish this up this week. Um, it does have some bling that it came with, and it highlights it just perfectly. So I don't know if you can see, but this right here, this is going to be AB. So this will all be blinged out, and then up here along the top as well. So that will sparkle and shine. And then there is some, let me see if I can show you guys. Okay. So this right here and these are all AB drills. So this area right here, this in the midst of the flower, and then across the top, those are all going to be ABs. So that's why this one isn't really a big candidate for my bling, because it did come with an ideal amount. And I feel that that amount, because it's one color and this is a watercolor, I already am not like, I'm kind of leery on blinging with watercolors, simply because I don't diamond paint a lot of watercolor paintings. I do prefer photos, and then obviously, the cutesy girly pics and things, which I consider more to be like animated. So I do prefer like a photo, which would be like the landscapes, the Chuck Pensons and things. This is watercolor. I think it's only my second watercolor. So they're harder for me to see the bling and see where it should be, because the color is already saturated. It's like really highly saturated for me when it comes to these. So that is why you probably rarely would see me blinging these out. Oh, I have big shoulders and ears. You need me, look me up. Oh, and I can keep a secret. Oh, there's my goddess, Tima. What's up, Tima? How come you're not in blue? I don't know what's going on. Should be. We'll see. All right. She's not talking to me. Wow, Tima, that's harsh. Working and listening. Oh, working on the unicorn. I love that one. Okay. And let's see. Wow, that is pretty, Tia. Love rainbow colors. Me too. Me too. So this one right here, love it, loved it, loved it. And yeah, so that's a little bit about why this one right here doesn't have a lot of bling. I do still think it's gorgeous. And when it comes to paintings, the watercolors, they're just very saturated already. The colors are beautiful and things. And yeah, it's difficult. It's difficult to come up with. I will say that I feel like, where's that painting at? One of my TSA paintings. I feel like that one comes off like a watercolor also. Let me see. Is this it? Here it is. I do have this set to be one of my blings though, but it is, I don't know. In looking at the canvas and looking at the rendering, it does come off as a watercolor. They're kind of vibrant though. What do you guys think? But I do still have a lot of bling planned for this one. Those are hues of blue, purple. Down here, it is a little bit of like a darker aqua teal. So we'll see. We'll see. I know that I shared this with you guys during our blinging in the new year. It was one of the ones that I was getting bling for. Yeah. And this one is on TSA. Hi, nice stick art. But I feel like that one does come off as a watercolor also. And that one would be like my third watercolor. She said, I almost fell on the floor. Tina, you're actually plucking. Go figure, huh? Go figure. And I don't know what happened. I really don't. There was a time where I'll go live and I would diamond paint and talk. I would look up, I would, handle my board and back into chit chatting with everyone. And it was just, about having fun and sharing stories. And you guys pluck something into the chat. I would read it and we'd laugh and all communicate. And it was falling down to the you just had to be there type. So people were like, oh, I went and watched it back. I didn't realize, I missed all of that. So, yeah. Tima says, ha, no doing actual computer business work. Wish I were diamond painting. What? You can diamond paint. You'll be up all night. Do you diamond paint a lot late into the night? I usually now that my brother is playing around and teasing with me, um, like I haven't been, sitting up late worried and things. I'm actually diamond painting. I'm doing things, playing with clay. So for those who just came in, I didn't get a chance to show you guys, but these are St. Patty's Day pens. I still haven't named them, but they were a lot of fun to make. They were very difficult though. So I've been working a lot with various colors and some translucent and trying to make them look more gem-like, gemstone like jade and amethyst. And, I'm having some success, but I live in a climate. I live in a climate where I gotta work harder to make my pens and things. So let's see. I should have. Oh, you're not talking to me? You're not talking to me. I've been teasing you all night. I was up all night last night, but doing inventory with the kids. I've been trying to get to bed by 2 so that I can be more rested. Okay. Figured. Figured you'd be up all night. So, I can totally relate. Nix, you're probably up late as well. Yes. Yes. Tia, how do you put the holes in your pins for the multiplacers? Do you drill them? No, it's this awesome invention. I'm going to show you as soon as, where did it go? Here. Okay. So, this awesome invention, and Crashly's the one who showed it to me. But they already come with the holes in them. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Ah. So then you just put your clay on here, and then you get your drill and some of your sculpting tools, and you get busy. But the hole's already in there, so that was a cheat. And yeah. Oh, do those have some gold? Yes, they do have gold flecks in them, and as you can see, I have my gold tips. The tips don't come with it, but it did look good. I was like, oh, look at my color scheme. Yes. Yes. So gold, I do have gold flecks in them, and then, the gold multiplacer and single placer. You guys liking the bendies? How you guys like the bendies? The bended tips? Anybody not liking them? Anyone never tried them? How do you guys feel about those? So I do like them a lot, a lot. But I have so many different pens. Right now, I I'm trying to coordinate what pen I'm going to use for which painting. I feel like when I pick a painting, I'm in a mood. I'm having a vibe. And so because of that, I want my pen to kind of match. So this right here, this is Tiffany Sanded Beaches, because of the Tiffany's right there. 70 pictures. Anyway, so I'm thinking I'm going down the beach. I can hear the waves crashing against the water. I mean, the rocks. And as I continue along, the sanded floral flowers, the smell of beautiful roses just come wafting up. So for me, I had a whole vibe moving over to doing this painting, you know? And so I think that that's ideal. When you're painting, some of the other things that you do is, you do your essential oils. I know that my son, he got into oils a few years ago. It was crazy. So we were on our way into Walmart. In the same plaza as Walmart, there is a Bath and Body. And there was all these guys, not women, guys, coming out of the store. So I was like, there must be a sale. These guys must be going in, buying their girls, sweet fragrances. At this point, it was these things called wall plugs or flower plugs or whatever they were. My son said that they were huge, and him and all his friends were getting them. So he was there to buy wallflowers, which kind of sprayed some kind of a scent or something out. From there, he got into the power of eucalyptus and spearmint and all of this juniper berry, lavender, whatever. So, kind of got me into it also. But if you go in my son's room, I swear it's so funny. So he's a big diamond painter, just like his mom. And he'll go in and he'll diamond paint. He'll have his mood set though. He has 6 or 7 diamond painting pens. They're the masculine pens. He'll have his wallflower, some sort of scent and aroma going that reminds him or puts him in the frame of mind for the painting that he's working on. Now, for my son, he does a lot of car paintings, which means he works on a lot of double-sided paintings that come in from AliExpress. Unfortunately, it's about the variety. They don't have a lot for men. Or he works on, like, he likes tigers. He loves lions and things like that. So he'll work on a lot of animal painting, jaguars and stuff, or he's doing something double. So he's starting to hate double-sided adhesive because he has worked on a couple that have the cord glue. But again, it's back to options. There aren't a lot in things. So, he sets the tone for his diamond painting mood. So I figured, why not? I shall set the tone for mine. So what do you guys think? Do you guys do anything like that? Looking at the chat. I'm going to get caught up while you guys answer. Okay. Whew. Nick says she go days with no sleep. Oh my gosh. Chantel says, Tia, how do you... Oh, I had already answered that. Look, I went right back to where I was at. Yay! Angie says, I brought 2 diamond paintings with me and my looms and yarn. I've made 2 ear cover headbands and a hat for my husband. Yep, if it's cold, that's true. That's what we can do. Nick says, I've never used a bended tip. I keep saying that I have to try them. I do like them a lot. I made this pen that I named after Billy. It's called Billy's Galaxy. And on that pen, I had got the bendies. I don't remember where I got them from, but they were the plastic ones. And I would put that on while I was testing my pen out. And I loved it. Loved it. Loved it. Man, oh man. I was like, yes. The difference is you're not going down as much. So right here, I would be going all the way down, if you guys can see that. I would be going all the way down. With the bendy, you're just placing it enough for the tip to go down. Yeah, it's a little bit of centimeter or two of a difference. But when I went to court reporting school, we got time based on how quickly our patent on our core reporting machine, how quickly our finger pulled back up. So yeah, those extra seconds and those extra moments matter, especially to people who maybe don't paint as fast as others. So you know that you're a speed painter. You know, a lot of people will comment, you just started that. I just seen you post. And so you do have an idea if you're a speed painter. Nothing wrong with that. Um, but if you're a speed painter, you know, you're probably already moving fast enough to make up that extra difference. A slower painter, we don't. So when I'm using the bendy, you know, it's just helping with efficiency and things, which is good. I like that. All right, let's see. Making sure I get all. I'm obsessed with Timo's Rogo's Multiplacers. Aww. Oh, I need a neon, rainbow glitter pen. Oh, she is ordering pins. Look at her. Uh, and let's see. Looks fabulous, darling. Your pen totally enhances your diamond painting. Thank you. You love the bendies? Yeah, they are. Glad you like those. Oh, there's a 15% discount code in our Facebook group for our sparklers gone well. Yay! Did you guys hear that? Let's go shop. Have you tried the oils, coffee? Oils, yes. I have a large order coming. Is there a pen named after me? How do I get one of your fabulous diamond painting pens? I have a store on Etsy. I definitely will be opening it back up. Obviously, I have a few pens that I'm loading in, and you will be able to go on and shop. Yay! And I will have some of my St. Patrick Day pens up there as well. My labors, I call them this year's labor of love. um, a pen named after you. You want one specific because I named one after our crew, the color of friendship. Isn't it beautiful? I didn't send Team hers yet though, but it's so beautiful. That's beautiful. They are so beautiful. Anyway, I named it after all of us because I wanted it to be a memorial. Tima's house smells like rainbows and happiness. I love to have scents in the house. Used to do that almost every day before the business. Now I hardly think about it, but I do like having the scented putties when I get to Diamond Paint. Make sure to get me the link. I want to shop. Oh, I certainly will. Yeah, so the wallflowers, when you come home and you walk through the door, oh my goodness. Oh, it smells so good. You feel like you've done something right in life. I'm like, oh man, it smells so good. So yeah, I definitely like that a lot. A whole lot. A whole lot. And and after that, the next thing was to I got Tammy's book. Tammy had got into essential oils and she was doing all natural things, like she had recipes and stuff. She had ways to cure headaches. She had different ways to, like, certain scents, get rid of certain pests and things. Make your own homemade like air fresheners and stuff. So I got her book and I went through and I took pictures of some of my favorite, because I now have I, I think I have 60 something bottles of essential oil. I do have a couple of favorites. Lemongrass. I love lemongrass. It's so yummy. Oh, sorry. I keep hitting. If you guys notice, when I come back up, I keep hitting the camera. So sorry about that. This that I'm working with right now, guys, this is Curvy Girl. I haven't made any Curvy Girls in a while because I used to make them so much in the beginning that I was running out of Curvy Girl pins. Yes, I said it. I was running out of the Curvy Girls. Just so you're aware, just want to show you the difference. This right here is a little pup. And so whenever you've been seeing the pins, it's been the size of the little pup because I haven't had any Curvy gals. Curvy girls. Now I did get my testers, a lot of them reined in and told me that they prefer the fit of the Curvy girl, which makes sense. And then just so you guys are aware, the appropriate way to hold the pen when you're diamond painting is right here on the hump. I know a lot of people end up holding it here in the what we call valley, well, what I call valley. But this is really just a comfort piece for you, just to kind of relax your hands, when you're doing something else, when you're talking on camera and you're moving around and things. But when you actually diamond paint, you're going to want to apply your pressure on the hump, or if you're up here, on this hump, you know. But I did get a lot of people who did get a Curvy Girl say they like the feel a little bit more because it's bigger. So hope that helps. What? 60 bottles. 60 bottles of beer on the wall. Oh, you're talking about my 60 bottles of essential oil. Yeah. I have quite a collection of essential oils. My favorite is lemongrass. I do love lemongrass. Yeah. So, because I love lemongrass, I have a couple of those. I like lavender, as well. Juniper, jasmine. Oop. Um, yeah, great. Plumeria. I like plumeria a lot. I do like the mandarin. Not fond of the orange. Not I don't understand because for me it's the same thing. Right? Mandarin and orange, same thing. I got yours. I don't have your address. So just so you're aware, I didn't forget at all. Haha. Haha. Didn't forget. Didn't forget at all. So I do have something on the horizon this spring. Obviously, you guys know that I was a little bit behind because I've been doing a lot for my brother, helping him out, being a good sister, so that I can get back some money. Gonna blackmail him for a lot of stuff. I probably am never gonna have to pay bowling again if he get up on his feet the way he used to be. I doubt if I ever have to pay at bowling again. And I also don't think that I will have to pay when it comes to going to the movies. Nope. We used to do that a lot also. And we will alternate. I don't think I'm going to be alternating. What do you guys think? I will you back to life. I will you back to life. I think I can ride this one out for a while, guys. I think I'm not going to have to pay for popcorn either. They have vanilla. Yeah, they do. They have some vanilla. They have some cinnamon. Man, they act like cinnamon gonna be the cure all for things, guys. If you don't now, get you some cinnamon. You know, and yeah, hearing a lot of things about cleansing with cinnamon and stuff. So cinnamon, turmeric, maple, all of those things are, crazy in these recipe cards. I did. Man, I didn't have you down at all as a tester. I have you down as one of the, I only had two people that really helped me with this idea that I got that's coming out your Etsy store. So when you reopen it, I'll get a notification. Oh, that's so nice. That's so nice. I really appreciate that. I do. I do. I do. Yep. I tried to keep a list because I did get some great information from the testers and things. And keep in mind, you guys, I'm not trying, even though it looks like it, I'm not trying to exactly copy the acrylic pens because they're acrylic, and they're made out of a stronger polymer base than clay and things. So that's the other reason why, I send you guys these small little tips and tell you, this is how to hold it and things so that it's long lasting. I still use my very first pen. I'll show it to you guys. Still use my very first pen. This pen right here. It's got a bendy on it. See how narrow it is right here? Yeah. And that's because when I paint, I use the appropriate when I'm multiplacing, so go right down and I'm holding. So just wanted to make sure. And then it's so relaxing on my finger. Like when I'm just sitting here and I'm just talking to you guys. Hey, what's up? How you doing today? Yeah. So, but I do like the bendy. And here, I'm going to show you guys an example. That's as far down as I'm going with it, So just getting that extra time, I guess. Like I said, for our platen to come back up when we were in court reporting school, that caused us to be so slow. We had to be at 225 words per minute on our machine in order to successfully graduate from court reporting school. But you have to practice at a higher speed so that when you slow down to 225, it feels extremely slow. So you have to be capable of practicing at 240, 260, 280 words per minute. People don't usually talk that fast. They talk about 160 to 180 words per minute. So you have to be able to accommodate interruptions, multiple people speaking over one another, because you still would have to dictate all in a courtroom environment, as well as if you were closed captioning for TV. So with that said, uh, oh, so true on the sentiment. Very first time getting pens long ago. Yeah, it feels like it. I had an original pen and it broke. See? The negativity. We were on a high note. um, it broke in here. And when I got a picture, you could see the line of demarcation. And so that was one of the things that we learned going into phase 2. And then this new phase, which is, my pen rhythm this year, definitely noticed that the way that I'm using the pen and a couple of other people, this way instead of this way, is what makes it more ideal, more successful. So hi, Samantha G. Look at oh my gosh. Do you guys know I've been going on for an extra 33 minutes? Oh, it's okay. Everyone's out hanging out. Appreciate it. And Rachel, I haven't seen you in a while. You have to see your pictures of your little boy. How's he doing? Are you guys in school right now? Is it winter time there or is it summertime? Yeah. Well, we'll wait. Oh, my screen looks on this phone. On this device, my screen looks digitized. On my camera, on my phone, when I look at it, it doesn't look digitized. Am I digitizing to you guys, or is it just the device I'm watching on? Well, just waiting a little. Was gonna, let the replies catch up. Wow, it's blurry. Okay, so it's not just the device I'm watching on. It must be all of you guys. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. All right. Well, I guess since it's blurry and I don't want it to be blurry, I'm going to go ahead and get get off from here. I'm so happy that you guys were able to come out. I know that I go in the middle of the week and I go later in the evening, and I really do appreciate whenever someone is just able to come on and join me and have a little fun and laugh. We had a great time tonight. Thank you all for listening, for helping me out. Yes, I definitely enjoy diamond painting. And yes, I am plucking and talking at the same time. I know we wowed some people. So we're going to go ahead and get off here. I did go over. I normally go for about an hour, but I was having a great time. So thank you guys for having a little bit of fun with me. Appreciate it. And I'm going to say good night. Good night, all my loves. Night, night, night.